Sunlaand is a beach goth band from Cave Creek, Arizona, who came all the way down to Tempe to do the show with us, and I'm so grateful. They're hilarious. They're fun. They're completely unassuming. They are extremely humble. They're also like really good friends, which is something that I really appreciate. The entire time they were just poking each other in the ears or punching each other or making jokes under their breath while the other member was talking. And I think that's hilarious. I love seeing people in bands who are best friends. That really warms my heart. So please have a listen, have a good time, and support Sunlaand. So thanks for coming all the way out from where you guys are from. Where are you guys coming from again?
Like Cave Creek, Paradise Valley, Scottsdale area.
Snobsdale.
Which is, okay, so and I'm recording this in Tempe, which is, wait, what did you call it?
Snobsdale,
dude.
Or
Yeah.
also Snotsdale.
All the rich white kids.
Yeah.
No, trust me, I have a second job delivering pizzas in Old Town Scottsdale.
Yeah.
So I totally, and I go all the way up to Lincoln. I go like all the way up to Lincoln.
Yeah.
So like I totally get you, dude. Basically, like what I just want to ask about everything. Like I've always wanted to talk to you guys about everything that you do, but we're always just playing shows together, and it's really ridiculously hectic. One thing I do need to make mention of is that I don't even know how big she is. I have a giant dog, Basset Hound, who is sitting on top of all of the band members.
Hey, what's her name?
Her name is
We
Daisy.
love her.
Daisy. She's
Daisy will,
amazing.
She's so cool.
She will be on top of them the entire time, and I will lint roll the hell out of them at the end
We're
of the show.
actually looking for a fourth band member.
There you go. Daisy is the best.
Yeah.
I want to hear talk about everything. So and this is the more interviewy part. Where did Sunlaand first start? Who started it? Talk this way a little bit if you can.
Sunlaand first started when I was recording. I made my parents buy me a bunch of recording equipment, like really bad recording equipment. And I just had an acoustic guitar. I didn't have anything else. And so I illegally downloaded a bunch of different drum machines and stuff.
You're fucked now. You put it on the internet.
I know, now they know. And then I would record.
Did we monetize that?
No.
Don't disclose
No.
it. Talk about it later.
It was but I would just play the acoustic guitar right up to the mic and then put a bunch of distortions on it and stuff to make it try to sound like an electric guitar. But it was bad.
That's ridiculous.
It was really bad, and then the drum machines were way too clean for the really bad
Nice.
sounding guitar. And it was I recorded 2 songs. And then me and Sarah went to go see Joyce Manor, and we're like, yeah, let's do a band because we
tried something before.
Yeah,
that,
we had a band in middle school,
it
and
kinda didn't work.
It didn't work out.
So you guys have been friends forever.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah,
friends since
since,
7th grade, I think.
Okay.
And around 8th grade freshman year, we just started playing just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
That was
and then we wrote 2 songs.
That's how we wrote On Edge, actually.
Yeah, we wrote On Edge in our middle school band. It sounded way different.
Nice.
It wasn't nearly as punk.
That's fine. I that's hilarious. So wait, so instead of so you didn't have an amp or anything like that, you were just I'm just gonna make this sound you should put out a tape of just a cassette of all those old school.
I should. I think they're somewhere on my computer.
Got to have them.
My virus-ridden, it's slow as hell computer. So I could probably find them.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So what was your name at that point?
It was Sunlaand with the 2 A's. I made it have 2 A's because everyone always asks. I'm just gonna say it now. I made it have 2 A's because I named it after this lemonade. Me and my friends, freshman year of high school, we would just go to the gas station and buy whatever looked good to us. And there was this giant gallon of lemonade called Sunlaand, and we would drink that all summer between freshman and sophomore year, all freshman year.
That's perfect. So that's beautiful. That's a legitimately good reason for a band name. Or you know what I mean? Some bands have these names where you're just oh, I asked my friends what I should name my band, or I just wrote down 1,000 different things.
Put too much thought into it. But we don't put any thought into anything.
Yeah, we
don't.
But that's the thing. That's why you guys are awesome. We've played with tons of bands, but there's something about you guys where it's just I just love you. You're so full of energy, so full of vitality and fun. We talked about that. When we did the Yab Yum radio show, just about how you're not jaded, you're not you're just super cool.
Because we don't know what we're doing.
As long as you make it work, like we don't know what we're doing. Like we just recorded an album after like doing it completely ourselves after a full day of like which like part does this mic go into? Like, that's the best part.
Learning how to use the mics. Like, all right, let's record an album now.
Yeah, I know that's exactly how it was. Like, we bought like this really like nice professional interface, and just had to figure out how to use it. But that's the coolest thing. So, what was the first thing? Wait, when did you come into the play?
So Sarah sent me a text over Facebook in December of 2014.
Okay.
15,
No.
15.
Yeah, 2015. Shit,
he knows your history.
Yeah, I don't even know. I still have the message actually. I kept it because I'm sentimental, you know. And she was like, "Yo, we need a drummer," because they had kicked out their previous drummer.
Yo,
I'm paraphrasing here, but she's like, "Yo, we need a drummer for this swimmer show." That's where we met you guys.
That was your first show?
Yeah, that's where we met
nice.
you guys.
Good first show.
Yeah, that was a pretty first show.
Yeah, for sure. And I had heard of swimmers before, but I don't really remember how. And I was like, well, I really want to drum for a band.
Yeah.
And I had heard Boney and On Edge on their band camp. I was like, that's really tight.
Yeah.
So I was like, hell yeah, I'll do it.
That's rad.
And then we did like 3 weeks of practices.
Yeah, and it was just like supposed to be a one-time thing.
Yeah, and then
that's awesome.
Sarah was like, hey, do you want to be like our full-time drummer? I was like,
it was supposed to be I played drums and Sarah did guitar, and then we had like no bass or anything.
It's a 2-piece.
Yeah, but like I don't own drums.
That's
We
a problem.
recorded Boney inside of they go to School of Rock. We recorded Boney in their like music area.
Nice.
We used their amps and their drums and stuff on this like
my like shitty like 4-track.
That's
and
awesome.
We like kind of just like put it up somewhere.
We had like 2 mics, and we put one against the guitar amp and one just like on the bass drum, hoping it would pick up all the drums. And it did.
The drums,
I really like how the drum, like,
that's
they kind of sound like GB City drums.
Yeah, okay, that's what I want to do. We're trying to record some stuff right now, and I want to like make it really low, like as lo-fi as possible. But James, being like the snobby rich kid he is, has all this nice recording equipment that we have to use, and it sounds really good.
I guess you're gonna have no choice. I
was like,
good.
I told Michael, I was like, there's a difference between sounding lo-fi and sounding like shit.
I agree
just
with
like,
that.
and
I'm
no,
on your side.
he sends back, nah.
Okay, all right. Well,
nah.
Like my favorite albums of all time are like
shit.
The Waves albums where it was just like him in his parents' garage basement recording.
I don't like that at all. I don't get it. Okay, I want here's an idea. Tell me what about that music you love.
So I'm like an emo kid at heart.
Me too.
I'm like all throughout my middle school like emo phase was like just like everyone else's.
What were you listening to? What was your emo phase?
Well, I listened to like a lot of metal in my emo phase. I was listening to like Chelsea Grin and like Attila and stuff like that.
Nice.
And then like I think the band that like switched me over was Bass Drum of Death.
Okay.
Like and their GB City album, it was like amazing. And then like Waves was on there related, so I listened to the King of the Beach album, which was really good, and I went down to like his older stuff, and at first I didn't like it either, but then I kind of would listen to his older stuff and like how low quality it was, and I just really came to appreciate it, how like gothy it was.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting
and how like DIY it was.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just really into it.
See, I can like, as far as like lo-fi, like I can dig the Cramps, and I can dig like some of like the older stuff, like. That's rad. King of the Beach is a great song. Like whenever we go out to California, that song is on like every playlist. So that's a really good song. So so you joined the swimmer show, which is super fun, super cool.
For sure, I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Really?
Yeah, that was really my first like professional live show, and I've been playing drums and shit for like 10 years.
Your drumming is ridiculous.
Thank you.
Like no, it's legit. Like it's really solid.
Thank you.
Like I was listening to the I was listening to the new EP. It's just self-titled, right?
Yeah.
And I remember just listening to it and like everything's good. Like the guitar tone, and we're gonna get it. I'm gonna ask you so many questions, but like your guitar tone is super rad. Your bass is like I don't know if a lot of people who aren't bassists. I mean, I feel like they would, but I, as a bassist, appreciate the way that you play and how
Michael's really good.
You're vocal with your bass. But you're not the front of the show, but you're still like,
it's
if you listen to it, it's super cool. It's great. I love the way you play bass. But the drums really stick out as being like, okay, so I took drum lessons for many years. I was a drummer up until I was like 16, but I took drum lessons for like 3 years. Mm-hmm. So like I can pick up on good technique, I can pick up on good rhythm, and I can pick up on accents and all that kind of stuff. So listening to you, I was just like, with this kind of music, you don't usually hear a really accented, nuanced drummer. And I think that's what makes you guys really unique.
I mean,
James has a lot different music influences than me and Sarah do.
That's so important.
I mean, and I took lessons with like a jazz professor at ASU for like 2 years, and I realized that like that style of learning isn't necessarily my thing, and so I quit that and I just started like putting on records and trying shit with that and drumming along to it. I think my approach is different in that regard. I wouldn't consider myself technical in any way.
Really? Okay.
But like, like sometimes I play and I'm like, I feel like I'm being repetitive, but at the same time I try to like take influences like Dave Grohl. Like he's really good on drums, or Theo Hartlett from Awhile, and I try to implement those fills and those patterns into our music. So
your way of implementing like ghost notes and stuff like that into punk rock is super cool.
I don't try. So
okay, well there you go. Then.
Yeah, but thank you.
This fucking guy.
That's he's. I don't. What I mean by that is I have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
That's right.
None of us really know.
Yeah,
so.
that's why we play punk music.
There you go. So you joined the band, and you guys have released the demo at that point, or not?
We released...
we did like a demo of 2 songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, with the record cover.
Yeah, we released Boney before we got James, and I recorded the drums on that. And then Idiot was with James.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you had that at that time, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Swimmer Show happens. What happens from there? Because that's when we met you guys, and we thought you guys were super rad, and then you just go on playing shows?
Yeah, we played
the next
second Go show at the record room.
I still haven't played with those. I've met them before, but I haven't.
Yeah, they're really good.
I haven't seen them yet.
It was a fun show.
Their bassist went to high school with my mom.
Yeah.
Nice.
They like had a bonding experience over it, and I was like, all right.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
We just played like a bunch more shows, I think, and we decided to like record an album, and we tried to do it ourselves, but James's computer is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, I got a new hard drive, so fuck you. Yeah.
It would like delete everything after a day. So
I think the great thing about recording, we recorded with Shane Baskerville, who has been like sort of like a mentor to Sarah and I, because I'm not at School of Rock anymore.
That's why I know his name, because I have no idea.
Yeah, he's like the owner of all the franchises here, and he's really cool. But he just like was like, hey, I'll record you for free. So we went and we did it and we got it done. Whereas I feel like when we record in my garage, we are so picky with shit that we'll record an entire song and it'll sound like pretty good. And then we'll scrap it all.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck that.
Dude, the amount of when we release our album, we're releasing a cassette tape with it that's gonna have all like these like pre-recorded demos. It's like 25 songs of shit that we like sat down and recorded and never released. So before we go any further into like story-wise, I want to get more into the characters. I want to know about what your influences are, Sarah, and I want to know where you get your vocal style from, because your like cadences and the way that you sing is so I've never heard it anywhere else. Maybe I'm just not into the same music you are, but I've never heard it. It's super original and super unique.
Yeah, I mean, thanks. I don't know. I've just been singing for a while. I haven't had a vocal lesson or anything, but like vocalists, I really love St. Vincent and how she sounds.
Gotcha.
His voice is perfect.
Okay.
Mothers, I like just found them out, but like her voice is beautiful.
I've never heard them.
It's like just super like
Christine
crazy.
Westbrook.
It's out there.
Okay, I'm in out
love
there.
it.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't know, guitar wise, like I like Fiddler and Waves and stuff like that. Like Hot Flash Heat Wave.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Your guitar tone is so like just fat and beefy, and that was one of the first things that I noticed. I was just like, God damn, like that tone is just so great. I've seen
crank
you
the
play.
dirty
What guitars do you normally play? Because I've seen you play the it's
SG.
a SG. Yeah,
SG.
SG. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. I see you play that. Is that what your like main dig or?
No, I play a Fender Strat most of the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
But sometimes I do the
Yeah,
SG.
I've seen the SG a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
that's it. I just bought a new like pastel blue telly, and I'm so
Nice.
excited. It's
That's so
pretty.
cool. We wanted to reuse the telly so bad because it has that twang
Yeah,
to it.
Telly would be really good for
But we just couldn't, like, we had it in house and it just wasn't, it was just an old messed up guitar that we didn't get set up and it just didn't end up making it on. So how did you guys make the EP?
That was just Shane.
Yeah, we just like
wanting to record us.
we drove down to Gilbert, which was like an hour 30.
That's where I went to school.
And we got there like super early and stayed until like 6 or something,
Yeah.
and just kept playing and playing.
That's
Like,
awesome. So how long did it
no
take you
breaks.
guys?
It took a while, like probably 6 hours or something.
I don't think it was.
That's
6
not
hours.
a
It
while.
was.
This
It was
is
more
say
like-
it's not.
Well,
It's
just
not
it was
a while.
like-
having somebody
yeah.
do it all for us and us just showing up and playing the songs.
It was super convenient.
Was it recorded live or was it multi-tracked?
It was
Wow.
the bass and the drums were recorded at the same time. I was in a different
I love
room.
that. I love
was in
that.
it, yeah.
Yes,
But they could
that's
like
cool.
hear me.
There you go. That's awesome. I do that
Yeah.
like whenever I've done that before, and I think that's such a cool old school way to do it because the
Yeah.
drummer and the bassist need to be in the pocket together.
That's what I'm saying. Michael doesn't really listen to me
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
He's
Trying
just
to
like-
lo-fi,
yeah.
trying to use the shittiest
It's
ones he
like-
has.
Yeah.
Trying to be like, let's all record it at
Yeah.
different times.
Well, here's the cool thing about you guys is that like there is an involvement with School of Rock, which I'm sure this isn't a secret to anybody, but like there's a lot of bands who have an animosity towards School of Rock or a kind of like fuck them kind of attitude when it comes to like because School of Rock helps you in certain things, whereas like
Yeah.
most bands it's all like DIY or they have to do it all themselves and find their own connections. But the thing is about you guys is like I would have never known in a million years because there's some bands where I look at them and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, have you guys ever worked for anything? But then
Yeah.
there's bands like you guys where like if you could have never ever said that you had any involvement in School of Rock and I would have had no idea. It's more surprising that you do because you have such a hard working and doing it
have
yourself.
had this conversation multiple times.
Really?
Because, I mean, if it weren't for School of Rock, I wouldn't have met Sarah,
Uh-huh.
and so I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have been in the band
Yeah.
at all.
Uh-huh.
And
But
they
at
probably
this-
wouldn't
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at this, so a lot of credit is due to them.
That's awesome.
For building a network of musicians to collaborate together.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, and I don't think it's School of Rock's fault at all.
No. School of
the-
Rock's I mean that's a
But
great
the
idea.
students there have a tendency to want to be in a band,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't feel like there's a lot of
Maturity.
creativity or
Yes.
maturity
There's
or
also
originality.
not a lot of diversity.
Yeah,
Everybody likes
that's
the
for
same
sure.
kind of music there. And
Classic
it was hard
rock,
to
right?
find James, yeah.
Classic rock? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for
absolutely.
sure.
Like dad rock, like
Yeah, it's all
there are so many.
I
there are
use that
so
term
many-
every day of my
there-
life.
It's so funny to me because I feel like there are so many bands our age that are playing dad rock,
Mhm.
and I'm like, is this just because you want to be in a band?
I know.
And that's what you think you're supposed to sound like, or is that what you want to sound like? And
Or that's what sells.
yeah,
That's what people- you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Like we're not trying to
Totally.
sell shit to anyone. We're
Yeah.
just trying to play
We're just
music.
doing a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're just doing our thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's so. Yeah, I love that about you guys. Because I remember like someone bringing that up and being like, oh yeah, they work with School of Rock or whatever, and I was like, what are you talking? No, they really? No, they don't.
Yeah.
Like they don't play that kind of music. Like what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
But at
Um,
the same time, I
It's
will
very
say like
minimal involvement.
we
absolutely.
we use them as tools in a toolbox. which
yeah
is the-
exactly.
yeah.
We don't want to be
We don't
the-
want to be in school. of
yeah,
rock.
we
Yeah.
don't want to be the School of
I don't
Rock
think
kids.
you're not.
But at the same time, like we can't diss them
Yeah,
because
they
they've helped
credit
us a
where
lot.
it's
Oh, absolutely
Like,
not. Yeah, this isn't like any. I'm just saying like. I think the idea of School of Rock is super cool.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just noticed that in the local scene, people there's kind of like there's like these bands, and then there's like the School of Rock bands, and there's
Yeah.
kind of a divide.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So lyrics. I want to talk to you about lyrics.
Okay.
Can't always understand them,
But
You don't need to.
No one can. No one can.
but I try really, really hard. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about where you, like, what you're singing about and, like, how it varies. I know what you're singing about. I totally get what you're singing about. But Sarah, I definitely want to hear, like, what your lyrical process is.
Okay. I used to like try to write about experiences, but I'm not very experienced in anything. So I've just like kind of given up on that.
Okay.
Yeah, so our new songs are about like wanting to die a lot.
All right. I mean, look, we play. There's a reason we play shows together, and that's because everybody wants to die when they're listening to our music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of it is like, I don't like kind of like horror film inspired, I guess. I like creepy music and stuff like that, but with like a happy melody.
Absolutely, dude.
I dig that. So
So
yeah,
happy
I don't
we're
know.
like, so happy that our fans are friends,
Yeah.
because that's like exactly what we're into.
Like, look,
There's a few things about,
posters
like-
behind us.
Oh, dude, my whole house down the hallways, everything is horror movies in this house.
I just noticed that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's horror movies are my entire life. They have been since I was a teenager.
Frankenstein.
When we moved in together, I was like, okay, here's the deal. You can do whatever you want to the apartment, but I need to decorate with posters. So I've got I have Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Day of the Dead in the hallway.
Dude,
And then
nice.
I have the picture, and the only one that's not horror movie related is in my bathroom. Have you guys ever seen the picture of Red Hot Chili Peppers with socks on their dicks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that blown up in a huge poster in the bathroom.
That's
Sunlaand
amazing.
tried to play a show like that, but
We did not. That's
You
a lie.
didn't? That's that's what Toso does, right? Like, do you guys know that those guys? TOSO. They always play shows naked.
Do they really?
Yeah, legit. They're like a punk band or something.
We
Or
should
something.
consider that.
we
Or
should.
something weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the book of ideas. That we
Yeah,
have.
put it in the book when you're 18.
Yeah.
When
Is
you-
it cool
yeah.
if you do that for your album release?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
as long as you're all of age.
As long as we won't get arrested.
That's gonna be fun. I definitely want to I'm so to talk about that. But so let's talk about like what is Boney about. These are things I want to know.
Experiences that didn't actually happen.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's
She
cool.
sings about college in the song. We're all
See, that's why
17.
everyone thinks you're in college.
Yeah.
When you sing about it, you like.
It's the only thing that rhymed. I don't even like remember if I had anything behind that song.
It's fine.
I like wrote a song with those words on like ukulele, and Michael just kind of like pressured me into writing words
That's
that
awesome.
day. So
That's all. There you go.
Yeah,
I
That's
just kind
right.
of threw it on.
Because I was
That's,
like, when we first started it, I was like, I'm gonna be on drums and she's gonna sing and play guitar, so she's gotta write all the lyrics. But I had written the guitar parts. So I was like, write lyrics to this. She's like, okay.
Yeah,
and
no,
the next
it sounded
day,
really tight when we were practicing too,
Yeah.
and we wanted to
And I was
record
like,
it.
I thought
so
it was
we just
sounded
kind of
good.
threw lyrics on
Yeah,
there.
and I criticized her lyrics too. I was like, these are stupid, change them, and she never did. So they're never gonna get changed.
So the
But
cool-
I'm chilling with it.
We're fine with
If
that.
if it changed, it would be weird.
Well, that song has a really interesting like the guitar in that song, just like instead of like da na 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 na, it's da na 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 na. Like that's so cool. Like I love the way that it kind of like it's not sloppy. It doesn't sound sloppy, but it's very kind of it has this weird.
I was like, I couldn't sleep like a few weeks ago, and I just started thinking about that song, and I was like, holy shit! Like I was like, and I told them this. I was like, holy shit, that song's like in an odd meter, like we're math rock.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
Wait, I was like, he asked me, he's like,
And I was like-
what did you write Boney in? I was like,
and
4/4.
then
This
I
is
was
a punk
thinking
band.
about it. I was like, wait, no, it's just in 4/4. Like, but there's
I always,
something
like, think
about
about
like
those
the phrasing of the guitar on
phrasing.
that song.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, that makes it. We're tricking people into thinking that we're more talented than we actually are.
Yeah,
We're
we
not
trick
that
people.
good.
Yeah,
we
we're
trick
not that
people
good.
into thinking we're good. Like some of my bass lines sound really cool, but I'm really just using the minor pentatonic in every single song.
Know what that means. So I understand
It's
what
it's a
you're
really
talking
it's the simplest scale.
about.
The most simple scale anyone could ever learn ever.
Gotcha.
I use that.
I mean, I'm sure I know like how to play
You
it.
definitely
I
know
just
how to
don't
play it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
promise you know how to play it.
Just not by name. Like I don't have like any technical knowledge and.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yes.
I tried to learn that stuff. I had my guitar because I take guitar lessons. I don't take
Mhm.
bass lessons because I'm already professionally bass trained. I'm just so good at everything I do.
Yeah, no, I totally understand.
So, but yeah, I tried to have him teach me like music theory and stuff like that, and he's like, all right, all these things and learn them, and I never tried. I was like, I want to learn it, and I just wouldn't make myself do it.
That's rad. I mean, whatever. It works.
Yeah.
Like, it's all, at the end of the day, all that matters is what works.
Yeah.
Like, Prince can read music.
Yeah.
And he was like one of the biggest geniuses. I've heard he's one of the biggest geniuses. I don't know. I'm just regurgitating what other people have told me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that dude had a sound recording studio in every room of his house. Like, he could sit in his bathroom on the toilet and write a song if he wanted to.
And he probably has.
He probably
Or
has.
He probably did. He's dead now.
Yeah,
Rest in
yes, he
peace.
probably did at one point.
Rest in peace.
So,
You use two past tense.
to kind of jump all over the place, I want to talk more about your emo background because I had a huge emo background and I'm super interested in talking to you about that.
I wasn't, thank God.
So let's see, tell me about like what made you get into what you would refer to as emo.
Okay, it all started in 7th grade when I was like, I really want multicolored skinny jeans. So I got teal skinny jeans
I remember those.
and like bright red and some orange ones. And I would just wear black shirts with them. Cause I was like, oh, what goes with these colors? Black shirts.
Black is everything when you're
Yeah. And then I got black ones, and I would just kind of like black skinny jeans. And I would just kind of wear that all the time. But I was still listening. The first band that I really liked was the Strokes. So I would like still like
Really?
listen to the
Interesting. Okay.
Strokes.
They're still good.
Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
amazing. I love the Strokes. But I would still listen to the Strokes. But I kind of like made friends with the emo kids just because like they like all the goth kids were wearing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what me and
How
Sarah
cute.
met. And then they kind of made me like the more emo music, or more like metal-ish music, kind of like Chelsea Grin, and like Attila and stuff like
You
that.
say stoner music? Is that what you said?
I did not say stoner.
Why the fuck did I think? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
You
I'm-
I
like
did.
stoner music, don't you?
I like stoner music.
Yeah.
Like
Why the hell did I think that?
There's this band
I
called
had
Bongzilla. I don't know if you've ever heard of
yeah,
it.
I have heard of. I've heard
Yeah.
of Bongzilla. I don't know. If
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
listened
of
to them a lot, like kind of semi-ironically, but also it was at the same time I was listening to Chelsea Grin, so I still kind of liked it. I mean, it's still fun to listen to.
There's so much music I started to listen to ironically, and then I got into.
Yeah.
Like,
like-
Smash Mouth.
No, not like Smash Mouth.
The only song I have on my phone is All Star by Smash Mouth. Everything else is through Spotify.
That's
the only song
hilarious.
I have purchased.
When
That
he
is-
like plugs in his phone.
Yeah, when you plug this phone,
It
it's
automatically starts
The
every
first
time.
one that
They
comes
like
up.
have waves queued up. And plays
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. Have you guys heard the first Smash Mouth like albums though?
Yeah,
They're
okay,
like punk.
okay,
like
yeah.
what the fuck?
It's like, I listened to it unironically once because I was like,
No.
alright, I have to at least listen to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I
So
can't
I can make
just
fun
judge
of
it. The first track on that album, I think it's the first track, it's Who's There,
Mhm.
has some like pretty cool space rock vibes.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's trash.
Yeah.
It's a trash album.
But like they're one of those bands like them and Sugar Ray. Like
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like the same. I swear to God, the same guy like made their brains his bitch because like something happened to Sugar Ray and Smash Mouth. It's very similar. They
They're
were
the
both
same
kind of like
band.
thrashy punk bands in the
They're the
beginning,
same band.
and then all of a sudden out of nowhere they became like dollar signs with guitars. They were just playing this
Yeah.
really like weird pop music
I
that was
don't know,
only going to be
maybe-
around for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the Shrek movie that like...
Ruined
Was
it.
Sugar Ray and Shrek?
No.
No, but Smash Mouth for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
They were like, oh shit, we gotta ride this Shrek wave.
Yeah,
As
oh
long as
yeah,
we
ride the
can.
Shrek wave. Well, Counting
Yeah,
Crows
Ride
rode the Shrek wave, and they ended up okay, kind of. But
Yeah.
yeah. So yours was mainly metal. Mine was mainly like Victory Records. Like you're a little younger than me though.
Yeah.
So like when I was in 7th grade, it was all about how old? Yeah, I guess we're a lot. I'm actually a lot older than you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You're old.
I'm 23.
Oh, you're so
Yeah, I
old.
know. So
Oh my God.
when I was in 7th grade, it was all about Hawthorne Heights and Silverstein and Census Fail.
I know Silverstein and
Aiden.
Census Fail.
Yeah.
And like Fountain of Troy or whatever. Or not Fountain of Troy. The Fall of Troy.
Fall of
The
Troy
Fall of Troy.
and
Yeah.
like but there's other bands like Every Time I Die and you know all that stuff, anything with like like that kind of there's like Atreyu bands like Atreyu were huge when I was in middle school.
I was called that my pre-emo phase.
Yeah.
I was mainly the Strokes, but I also listened to those, and those helped me transition to the metal because I didn't go straight from the Strokes to like post new wave, like ooh, to like hard metal.
Yeah,
There was
yeah,
the
yeah.
transition.
So you listen to different music than they do.
Yeah.
So what do you listen to?
Oh god.
Weird.
I mean, I feel like I'm obligated to mention that I think my first rock band was Aerosmith, which
Okay.
looking back on is so cringy. But I don't know, around like 2013, I really got into Queens of the Stone Age, and then from there I just started like exploring really not obscure but like bands that these guys have never heard of
Like
because
what?
they're really lame.
Well, we've
Like,
heard of them now, 'cause
there's a local.
they're good.
Yeah, there's a local band here called Twin Ponies.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
Man.
their guitar player Jacob is pretty cool, and I've talked to him at a few shows, and he's told me about like bands like Awhile, Pile, Grass is Green.
So you don't find any of this shit yourself?
No, of course.
But
no one does. I couldn't do it by myself.
They're all good bands though.
But they're all like
Yeah, they're
sort of
pretty
like 90s revivalist.
That's
but
interesting. Okay.
With like
Little
this
emo.
weird noise rock
That's cool.
shit going on.
I'll have to get into that.
And then like bands like Terramellos, sort of I don't.
like Matthew.
Yeah, like
Matthew,
their
okay.
guitarist
Like
Nick.
Beach Math.
I don't know.
Beach
a lot of
Math.
it because I play guitar too, and a lot of
Yeah.
the music I listen to is more like it's more for the guitar work than the drum work. But like my favorite drum records would probably be like In Utero
yeah,
and
dude,
Songs for the
so
Deaf
ridiculous.
by Queens of the Stone Age.
Both Dave Grohl.
Yeah, both Dave Grohl, exactly.
Yeah,
It's like John Bonham joined a punk band.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like
so.
I love like Dave. Okay, Soundless Apprentice is probably one
Yes,
of
yeah.
the most brutal drum tracks I've ever heard.
Every time we do a sound check and they tell me to play the full kit, that's the song I play.
the song you go to.
Yeah. It's my
God
favorite
damn, that
song to
song that song just like hurts. I love that
Yeah.
song.
Super cool.
And Utero's I love that record.
Yeah.
So you started getting into, so when you were like, okay, so you were talking about how you were learning how to play drums almost through like listening to other people's music, which is
Yeah.
exactly what I did. I
Yeah.
put on, I had these speakers behind my drum set and I would just play music in my basement really loud.
Mhm.
So what were you playing?
God, I don't even know. I think the first album like I learned all the drum tracks to was like Songs for the Deaf, which
So
was
good.
pretty cool. And then I tried learning Terramello shit, but their drummer John Clardy is like insane.
Okay.
So that didn't happen. And then I went through a Rush phase when I was like 13.
Everyone did. Every drummer did.
And I was like,
So
fuck,
did
I'm going to
everyone.
learn all these Neil Peart tracks. Didn't happen.
Didn't know you don't
because
have
he's
drums.
a beast. Yeah. So, I don't know, shit like Nirvana, Queens, Avlov more recently.
So
Just like a lot, like punk, hard rock.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So Queens of the Stone Age is another band where like their singles are some of my favorite songs of all time. But
Yeah.
for some reason their deep cuts always just kind of leave me like I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is about that band, but it's so polarizing to me. Like
Yeah.
I love them and I think Josh Homme is a amazing, brilliant guy.
Yeah.
And I watch interviews. I've listened to more hours of interviews with him than I have
Yeah.
hours of their music. Like I
Yeah.
just love that guy.
He's super cool.
He's so cool, but and he's just such a like. He had one time he's like, oh yeah, I play my guitar through bass amps.
Yeah.
and they're like, why do you do that?
That was
He's
a
like, because I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, that
and I was
was
like,
a
oh shit, like that's so
a
rock and roll.
super cool thing about Songs for the Deaf is I watched an interview with the guy who produced it, Eric Valentine.
Yeah.
And he said before they even started recording, they went to like some secondhand music shop where all the shit was broken. They spent, like $1,000 repairing everything, and they played all their guitars through like broken bass cabs
That's
and
crazy.
shit like
That's
that.
so cool, dude.
But
that
it sounds so
album's
good. So
good. I love that album. But I love half of it. Like there's
Yeah.
something about like some of those songs I just like. Some of them grew on me over time. Like First It Giveth, like had to grow on me a little bit. But
Yeah.
but like they're more like experimental songs in that album. And anytime he sings a whole song, almost as a rule, anytime he sings a whole song in falsetto is one of
Yeah.
those songs where I'm always like, what is this? What's
oh yeah,
happening?
like it never came off
Yeah.
of Lullabies to Paralyze.
Yeah.
Like, that the instrumentals on that song, and actually I stole the drum part, like full disclosure, I stole the drum track from that song, put it on Bad Mood, changed it a little
That's
bit,
awesome. That's fine.
not
He
to
did
be
that with
too
Michael
obvious.
Cera too.
No,
He,
not
no,
exactly.
he showed me.
I
last
just got
week-
that joke like last week, like legit.
yeah.
Like I just the other and Alicia again. She's like they've said it live before.
Yeah,
I guess.
Sarah
And I was
used
like,
to say
I don't
it
know why. I just never caught it until just now.
Yeah, but like
I try to tell her not to.
So-
let them get it if they get it.
yeah, like the drummer that recorded on that album, Joey Castillo, like I love him.
Mhm.
So I took that drum track, changed it up a little bit, because I thought it fit the music perfectly. But like he sings falsetto almost entirely on
Mhm.
that song, and I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
And
So,
it's not even the falsetto that throws me off. For some reason, it's just the songs that he chooses to sing on falsetto.
Yeah,
are always the
it's
weird
weird.
ones.
but I don't hate it per se.
Yeah,
but
I hate
like
that.
I don't know. I just think they're super.
I don't know. I love it when he goes like full falsetto. Like
I do too. Like I said, it's not his voice. It's just like those songs are always
Sarah
weird.
thinks that Queens is really
Yeah,
dad
Sarah
rock.
hates
They
it.
are. They
very
are.
bad.
But
Sarah
like,
hates
I'm
good
not.
music. Sarah hates the Smashing Pumpkins.
She
I
texted
don't
me
know
and
Oh
she's
my
like,
god, why does everyone suck?
I like Zero a lot, and I like
Yes.
Siamese
Yes.
Dream a
Siamese
lot.
Dreams,
But I
one of
don't
the best
like.
albums of
I
all time.
tried, dude. Like seriously, like 2 weeks ago, I was like, okay, so my second job, I deliver pizzas in Pizza Hut in Old Town Scottsdale, and I have like these ridiculous 9-hour shifts sometimes, like on weekends when I'm not working my full-time normal job, and I'll just like blow like, all right, today I'm gonna listen to this entire album or whatever, and that's how I found out about all the music. And I sat down with Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness the other
it's
day.
like 2 hours.
Like 3 songs in, I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about
but like Gish and Siamese Dream
Gish too, yeah.
are really cool. But I never got around to listening to Melancholy because I was like, this is too long.
It's not. Yeah, it's not even. I don't know. For some reason, I just like can't get into it. It's not his voice. His voice is fine. But yeah, I totally get what you mean about because let's be honest, anything that's played on KUPD can be classified as dad rock.
Yeah.
Like, so I totally get what you mean
But
by
when
that.
I think of dad rock, I think of shit that's uninspiring, like
Yeah.
AC/DC or Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
Like,
I
very
think-
simplistic.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Slash or Angus Young are bad guitar players because they're not. They're really good. But their music is so simplistic. Whereas Queens of the Stone Age,
I
like,
agree.
you could listen to their entire discography and not find one song that
Yeah.
sounds similar to another one. And I think that's pretty cool.
The truth is that all just comes down to perception, and there's
Yeah.
certain people who will tell you that, like, you know. But here's the thing: Queens of the Stone Age is very experimental, which is why to me I don't classify them as dad rock.
Yeah.
But here's
Fuck you, Sarah.
But here's the thing: is that like there's certain like when I think dad rock, I think
Sunlaand.
yes, no, I think like Daughtry.
Yes.
Or I think
Oh my
like
God.
I think Bush. I think Creed.
That's some
I
obscure
think
dad rock right there.
Bush
I
has
think
some good songs,
Nickelback.
though.
Bush, yeah, they have a couple good songs, but like it's
I
stuff
used to
like
jam to
that.
Machine Head.
Dude, Machine Head was one of the first guitar riffs I ever learned on accident. Like
Yeah.
I just sit in my bedroom and play, and I was playing like
a lot
octaves.
of those '90s rock bands
Yeah.
where you learn their riffs on accident. I learned Everlong on accident, and I hate Foo Fighters.
Oh,
I just
no.
I can't stand Foo Fighters, and like none of the band can either. But like right when I learned Everlong, I wouldn't stop playing it at practice.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah, it was
bad. He was
awful.
like, "Hey, can I see your guitar real quick?"
I
was
have
like,
a good idea.
"Yeah." I was
And
like,
then
"Are
you
you gonna
that.
play Everlong?" He's like, "No." He starts putting it in drop D. I'm like, "Are you gonna play it?" He's like, "No." Then he starts playing it. I'm like, "God damn it!" And I turned off the amp.
That's so funny. See, Foo Fighters is one of those bands that they don't inspire hate within me.
No.
But I don't like.
But
I like some of their
there's
singles, but they're
nothing
kind of
there.
boring.
Like,
I agree.
Wasting Light is
I don't
the
like that
only
album.
album of theirs that was palatable to me.
Yeah.
But everything else seems so like monotonous.
I
They're
like
definitely
Sonic
dad
Highways.
They're very dad rock. When
They
I
are.
think dad rock, that's probably the first band I think of.
I think of Five Finger Death Punch too.
Five Finger, my brother.
But they're
loved Five
heavier.
Finger Death
They're
They're
heavier,
more
but they're
like-
still like they're like the dads who used to drive Harleys.
They're more
Yeah.
like deep south hillbilly
stepdad.
rock.
That's what I think of when I think of like. You guys ever heard of Mailing to the Sons of Disaster?
No.
Or Every Time I Die?
Yeah.
Or two bands that are kind of like that. But like, because Mailing the Sons of Disaster straight up will like throw distortion on like a fucking like lap steel or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's some crazy shit. I don't know if they've ever done that. I feel like they have, but anyway,
You
I'm
should
just
try
conjecture.
that, because I have that 3-string lap steel that I
'Cause-
built. remember?
Yeah.
You should, yeah. One of the
Let's
cool
do it.
things that Mailing for sure did is they took
Like
a
I
slide
said.
guitar, they distorted it, so it's like
Yeah.
like it's super cool. But
Sarah wants to try that.
so that'd be cool. We have slide guitar. Slide guitar's hard. We have slide guitar all over the new album, and it's like really hard because like we had to use one of the guitars that we never play and lift up
Yeah.
all the strings way off the fretboard and then like try to.
It's hard to be accurate.
It's so hard to
with
be
it.
accurate. It took forever to get it
Yeah.
down. It's a thing. Even after we wrapped, Josh went back later on, like another week, and was like
Yeah.
and just scrapped all of it and did it all
Yeah.
again.
It's cool that you guys can like rap on your album though. That's pretty cool.
It's cool. We did it in 5 days.
Yeah, I love him.
Wait.
I was
We're-
making
that's
a
not-
joke because you said after we rapped.
Well, I
like,
know. I was
oh,
thinking movie
you
too.
guys
I know.
rap.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. No, it's cool. But yeah, Specifically 6 hours though. Like I don't think we've ever done anything in 6 hours. I think the fastest we ever did was
But to be fair, like
we didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything,
and
really they weren't like demanding songs.
Well, we didn't. Yeah,
really. So
the cassette tape that we have released in the past is we did with Matt Alderwood from Troubled Minds.
Yeah, he tried to record us.
He tried to? What happened?
Yeah,
we got offered for free.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
we were
Shane was
like he wanted money, and Shane said
and
we
we
were down to do it
can't
too
beat
because
that.
we played a show at Club Cowabunga, and that's where we met him. And he was like, "Yeah, I can do it for $400." I was like, "Holy shit! Like that's a really good deal."
He's
Then
great.
Shane was
And we
like,
got a
"I'll do
better
it for
deal.
free," and we're like,
Gotcha.
"Holy shit! That's a great deal."
Yeah.
No, but yeah, he's like recorded like Captain Samurai, who I love, and like that sound is so sick.
Matt is great.
Yeah.
Matt has been one of our closest friends. I think there's a running joke right now that there isn't a single Phantom Party show within the last like year where one of us isn't wearing a Troubled Mind shirt.
Yeah.
Like we're always. I love that band.
Yeah, they're so good.
But we did it with him, and he did everything for us. And I think we did that in like 8 hours. But that was weird because we had distortion on like every song, and it was like super weird. We only released it on cassette.
Yeah.
But so yeah. Where do we go from here, guys? What do we talk about now?
I like your Dead Kennedys shirt.
Oh, thanks, dude. This was a gift from my girlfriend's cousin. I like hung out with him, and he we had a good time, and he bought me this shirt from like I think I got it from Hot Topic, which is like this is the coolest shirt that I've ever seen at Hot Topic in the last like 5 years.
If you get a Dead Kennedys shirt at Hot Topic, then it's pretty okay.
Yeah, and then like they got someone else. I think those same people got my girlfriend a shirt from Hot Topic, and she didn't want it, so it was the wrong size. So I went to return it. She's like, just get something that you want because there's nothing she likes would be at Hot Topic. So I was like, okay, that'll be easy. I still listen to some kind of mainstream music, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing there that I wasn't interested in at all.
Like I saw a Deftones shirt there once. I was like, "Oh, cool," but that was it.
There was like the one I saw a Marilyn Manson shirt. I'm still a big Marilyn Manson fan for whatever reason. I don't know why he keeps letting me down, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll get the Marilyn Manson shirt. But then I looked at it and it was like this weird like black and red tie dye thing, and I was like, I don't like that at all. So I ended up getting a Jungle Book shirt.
Nice.
So that was actually kind of cool. That was like the coolest thing that I ever found. They had a Cartoon Network shirt with like all the '90s cartoons on it. That was cool, but they didn't have my size.
Is Jungle Book like? When you say Jungle Book, is that like a really obscure band, or is that?
No, I'm talking about the
movie?
'60s Disney cartoon
Do
movie.
you have it?
The shirt?
Can we see it?
I mean, afterward. I'm not gonna get it right now.
I'm just
No, just leave us in
I'm
charge.
really
Yeah. We'll talk about whatever.
Yeah.
We'll pet the dog in silence.
No. Yeah. Just, yeah, no, this dog is ridiculous.
I love her.
I don't know where I'm gonna end up doing the podcast later on. I'm hoping to.
Right here with the dog.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I might just like
Very
put it right
nice.
here and get mic, because I am gonna eventually. I think by the next one I'm gonna have mics. I was gonna have it for this one, but I didn't have time to set everything up.
Wow.
I know. Sorry. I know. I'm just look. You weren't worth it to me.
Yeah.
I just leave right now.
I can tell.
No, just kidding. But no, I didn't have time. But I'm gonna have that set up for the next time. But so what is your favorite song and your least favorite song off of the EP? How many songs are on it? 5? Yeah.
I think.
6.
Maybe 6.
5 or 6?
Yeah, there's
6.
6.
So how many? What's your favorite song and what's your least favorite song? Both to listen to or whatever.
Favorite?
Start
My
with
favorite's probably Michael Cera, just
Okay.
because like the bass on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I like listening to it.
Totally.
I don't know.
I hear you.
But my least favorite is Trips It, because I hate the way my voice sounds on it. Because we recorded it in one take, and I was like, I'll try this.
Oh, yeah.
And then we didn't listen to it before. Like, we listened to basically like 4 songs, and Trips It wasn't one of them before we left. And then he like finished everything and he sent it to us, and I was like feeling all like the songs. I was like, hell yeah. And Trips It came on, and it starts with me like, I wanna get fucked up. And I'm like, no.
Well, we recorded it when Michael was in the other room, so I had to sing it originally so he could hear it.
Yeah, and
so
the
it's my
timing was
timing,
so off.
so he didn't know where he was supposed to come.
Yeah, the timing,
Oh,
and like for
man.
to Trips It, like it kind of has to be on the vocals there, but
the
we recorded
first
vocals
one,
live.
he like jumped the gun and he was like, Trips It!
it was bad. I don't know. I don't like Trips It on the album. Trips It's
It's fun as shit.
It's a fun
Yeah.
one to play.
That song is the only song consistently I fuck up.
Really?
Every time.
He fucks up Death
Because-
is Happy a lot though.
No, I don't.
He
Fuck you. Fuck you.
He fucks up Death is Happy constantly.
Shut the fuck up.
Well,
Wait, is that on the EP? That's not on the EP.
That's
is it?
not.
No.
We're trying to
Okay.
record
It'll be
that
on the
now,
next
though.
one.
It'll be on the next
Sweet.
one.
Okay, wait. So wait. before just not to cut you off, but if I don't say this, I'm gonna forget about it. Are you guys more interested? Because there's two schools of thought. There's a school of thought that you just continue to release EPs on the internet, and then or not just the internet, but you continue to release EPs, and then there's the school of thought of like releasing albums. Are you guys interested in releasing an album or doing the EP? That's what Paper Foxes is doing. They're just releasing a bunch of EPs.
I feel like
kind of both.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's how
I feel like with this last EP, there's definitely a specific sound that we weren't going for a specific sound, but
it just kind of happened.
Yeah, it's there. And I feel like we have 4 or 5 new songs that all
better describe us. I think.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't even say that. I would just say they're different.
Yeah.
And so I feel like recording a full length where we mix those, it would just sound.
I totally hear you.
Janky.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
We're kind of recording this one in the hopes that we like make more, and
There you
that's
go.
an album.
Yeah.
There you go. That's an awesome plan. Like that's what I think our plan is, like album EP, album EP, album EP, just like back and forth, like in between releasing an album, because recording and or writing an album takes so long.
Yeah.
Throw an EP out there to just like keep relevant.
We wrote the last songs like from this EP like in a couple months because we had that swimming show.
Yeah.
And now like we have more time and we get to like actually kind of take care of these a little bit more and like be more detailed with it.
And our songwriting process is basically Sarah writes shit, sends it to me over a text.
The guys think it's really bad.
No.
Yeah, she sends it on the group chat, and it just doesn't sound good because she plays it on a clean channel, holding her phone up closer to the guitar than the amp.
Yeah,
so all I can hear is
like,
the
you can hear
strumming.
like
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
And then she'll come to practice, she'll play it.
and then it sounds tight.
I'll just
and then we
join
do it.
in the middle of the song, and we're like, okay, cool, that's a song. And then, yeah, we did this for our show last Saturday.
Yeah,
We
we
practiced-
learned a song in like an hour
Yeah.
and did it that
We
night.
practiced
That's hilarious.
like a few hours before she plays it. I
It
play a
worked,
drum
though.
part. He writes
It
a bass
sounded really
part. We're like, yeah, that sounds cool. And we
That's
played
right.
it. So it was, yeah.
That's cool. Everybody has their own style. Like I think like Josh will write something, he'll either throw it on the drive. We have a Google Drive, and he'll like either throw it on the drive, or he'll like show it to us at practice, and then like it's very much like he is definitely like the chef.
Yeah.
And then we'll throw in ingredients of our own, and
that's
then
basically
and then
I'm the
deliver it.
chef.
Yeah.
Sometimes Michael's the
He's
chef.
like the sous chef, and I'm like the guy that washes the dishes. I'm so useless. Well,
we
not
tried to get him to
necessarily
write
true.
something, but it's not good. He's not
Yeah,
good at
well, like
anything.
when she writes
He's
shit,
just really bad at
I'm
it.
like,
He doesn't get it.
she wrote
not
that
Beach
new
Goth.
song, and I was like, what if we just add like 8 bars at the end where you were just
One
hammering?
chord.
Yeah, with one chord. And she was like, I don't know about that. But then
Yeah,
we did it,
we
and
did
it
it,
sounded pretty cool.
But I
so.
added the vocal thing. It was
Shut
so
up.
stupid. about it.
Don't
So
discredit me.
what I think is really funny is like, I have to tell the story. So I think it's okay. So one of my favorite things about doing this podcast so far is that literally all of you are making fun of each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's
And
so
that's-
funny.
That's just
us.
Sunlaand
Yeah, and I love
practice.
it. I absolutely love it.
We
So,
all
but
hate
here's
each
the
other.
here's the thing. I didn't always know that about you until just now. But when you play, you're like really into it when you're playing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You're
And I
like
don't-
focused
yeah.
face, very like stern looking. I can't
Yeah.
tell if you're pissed off.
He's always
Like,
pissed off.
You always look
He's
pissed
trying
off,
really
right?
hard not
Yeah.
to make me mad because he messes up every song
Yeah,
every time.
dude.
up.
Especially the
Austin
ones
drops
I
a
see.
beat every single
Yeah.
show.
He ruins all my
It's
songs
on
too.
purpose.
All
Yeah.
Sarah's, he's like, well, chill and stuff, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna write these nice songs, and he's like, I don't know how to put the drums.
So anyway, I can never tell. Like I thought when what was it? I think it was the show that you guys played with us at the 51 West show with Frequency Within. The
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
was that last show we
That
played
was-
together?
I think
No,
maybe
the
That was the
last-
last 51 West show.
The last show we played together was
Underground?
The Underground.
Underground.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Duh, Underground. But yeah, the 51 West show with Frequency Within. And I remember like. For some reason, like you seemed like either you're pissed off that day or something happened, and then like when you were playing drums, you like looked pissed off, and then Sarah made a joke about you sucking at drums or something like that, and I
That
was
wasn't
like,
a joke.
the whole thing,
That wasn't a joke.
the whole thing, I was just like, dude, like. Why? Like this drummer is like pissed off. Like, they keep making fun of him. Like, is he gonna be around forever? Like, I
No.
can't. It was so funny because I was sitting there just like, he's fucking pissed off. I keep making fun of him. Like, what?
Yeah,
No.
I want to fight everyone. That
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know,
like
so.
it's not even one of those things where like everyone picks on the one guy and
It's
like
nothing
they just take
personal.
it.
It is,
It's
though.
all like no, everyone like every day it's different. Like one day Sarah and James will group up on me the whole day, and the next day me and James will be on Sarah.
Yeah. They've been doing this really cool thing where they just punch me all It's really nice.
Well, like when we play shows, I get into the mindset of like I have to make sure, because like I think the first couple shows we played, I forgot shit, and so I get really stressed out. Like, did I forget hardware? Did I forget my snare drum, for God's sake? And so I have to make sure I have everything. Then I gotta set everything up.
And we don't help them. I don't know how to.
Yeah, they don't help me. So like I'm doing all the work myself, and I'm just like in that mindset. But I like when I play, I get so like animalistic. But I don't know why. Yeah. I just have really bad technique, and so I'm like white knuckling the fucking sticks, because I'm like, what if I drop one?
Yeah.
Or like,
which he has.
Yeah,
he did.
I played through it though.
Me
and Sarah were pros at it.
Yeah, that was really bad too, because it wasn't even like, it was stupid.
Yeah.
We were
really
playing.
stupid.
Yeah, we were like playing one of our new songs, and it just fell out. And I was like, what do I do now? They kept playing, so I pick up the stick off the floor, keep playing, and that was that. And
That's
so
right.
yeah, but
So when I was playing drums, hit myself in the eye twice while I was playing.
I've done that so
One
many
of
times.
which was so bad that both my eyes just went black. Everything got really loud, and I just fell to the ground.
Oh my
like it
God.
sucked. Like it was awful. Like it's just like overload. Like I hit myself in the eye, and for some reason, every single one of my senses was just like at 11, and I like hit the ground, and it took me a second to like get myself back together.
I don't think I've ever done
sucked.
that.
Like I busted a blood vessel in my eye.
But I've definitely like.
That was rough, dude.
Yeah, like
I was like 15.
Every show we played, I look at my hands after, and I've got like cuts.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they're there, and it's really weird.
Yeah. It's because like,
if you don't bleed, you're not playing right.
Yeah. Well, dude. Okay. Here's the thing. Though. Like drummers are. I think I love talking to drummers, and I think. But like one of the things about Austin is that Austin, the drummer for my band. So if you were to just listen to the drum recordings that we do, you'll always because there's certain songs where like for instance, like 20, and the opening of 20 is like just him going like real fast, like before it starts. And anytime he's about to do a fill, anytime he's about to exert some kind of like energy, you hear him go right before he does it. So like, there's hilarious. Like if you were to go back to the drum track of like the first EP, you hear him go like that. Like, but to this day, like we were recording drums like for the album, you hear him like he's like
I love to hear the isolated tracks like just on a cassette or some shit.
Yeah, but then I think what I'm talking to Josh about is that, and I think we're gonna keep it at the end of. We have a song called 100 Skeletons, which is the song that I have the bass solo in, the real fast one. At the end of that song, like it took Austin, we're all perfectionists, but Austin like gets really into it. Like he'll just do the same fucking song for like an hour and just never stop. And he'll be, hey Austin, like. It's okay, do you want some water? Do you want to move on to the next song? He's like, no, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And he's like sweating, he's shirtless and pantsless, and he's just like, I'm going to do this. So at the end of the song, you can hear, and we're going to totally keep it in the album, at the end of 100 Skeletons, you can hear him go, that's the one, fuck it, yeah, yes! Like, he gets like, so stoked. You can hear it like pick up in the overheads.
We tried to record. Our music isn't demanding enough for me to reach that level.
Yeah, we tried to record our song Pills, and then at the end, we wanted to leave it in, but then we scrapped the whole thing anyway. But at the end, we just left it as, I fucked up. And he's like, I think I fucked up, and it just cuts off.
That's hilarious. I love that. I love that stuff. That's one of my favorite things about like music and people is the humanity in it. Like, you know,
I feel like
Hold on,
we were.
I need to address this fucking Toontown jersey. Like, what's going on with the jerseys?
We wanted
this
to
entire
wear
time they had
he
it here.
forgot it in the car.
This entire show, it's been passing from member to member. They've been playing with it, folding it, unfolding it. Like, it's just been this weird, nervous piece. And what is the Toontown jersey
a few years
for?
ago, a good friend of I was talking to my friend, and I was like, you know, I've never seen Space Jam.
What?
And he freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm about to freak out.
And so,
best movie ever.
I'm not Jewish, but he is. So for Hanukkah, he got me.
I was about to.
For Hanukkah.
Wait, you call him Adam Sandler?
No, his name's Sadler.
I gotcha.
His name is Sam Adler.
I thought he was like Jewish, so you guys were like, oh yeah, we call him Adam Sandler because he's Jewish.
He got me this jersey which is a Jordan jersey. And
Yeah,
it says
of
Toon
course.
Squad on the front.
That's hilarious.
from
Toon
Space
Squad,
Jam.
not Toontown.
Yeah, and he gave me a copy of Space Jam, which I still haven't opened yet, unfortunately.
I hate this kid.
So it was sitting in my closet, and then we went to a Riff Raff show together, ironically. And I wore this jersey to the Riff Raff concert. And then for our...
Photoshopped Riff Raff into that.
Yeah. And then for our gig Saturday, I was like, hey, should I wear this Toon Squad jersey on stage? And Michael was like,
We were like,
hell
of course.
yeah. And Sarah was like, you can do whatever you want.
Sarah's her second, like, don't
And
ask
then
me.
I forgot it in their car, so Michael brought it in for whatever
Yeah,
reason.
Michael was like ready to kill me, but
Yeah.
You've
we
got
didn't
to
do
wear it for the album release.
Oh
show
yeah,
that we
I'll
play
wear it
together,
Absolutely.
for sure.
When is it March 4th?
March 4th.
Yeah, I'll wear it to the March 4th show.
Cool, yeah.
It'll be a jam.
When are you gonna wear the
Space Jam.
the unicorn?
Up top.
Well, it's because she didn't want you to wear it because she takes her fashion seriously.
Oh yeah,
Like every
she's-
single night, every single show, she's always decked
She
out.
always brags. She's like, I'm in the fashion club at my school.
I left.
Oh,
You laughed when you were
excuse
So how
me.
about that?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
for you. Like
But
forging your
look
own
at her,
path,
like,
like
she's-
I
Pixar.
just don't do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a style editor of newspaper.
Yeah.
So wait, James, when are you gonna wear that unicorn onesie to a show again?
Well,
March
this is my
4th.
yeah, it was my sister's,
Oh, where?
and she took it back to Nashville with her.
No,
Yeah.
I missed it.
So
I'm
I'll
pissed.
I'll get a new one because they're only like $20. So
Yeah.
I'll just order a new one.
Wear
and
wear the jersey over it.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'll do that.
I missed
It'll
the
be
show
good.
where he wore it.
It'll be good.
That's hilarious. I'm excited to play with you guys on the 30th, which is a Saturday.
I think
Friday,
so. I never
maybe.
know.
It's
I think
like,
it's a
I think
week.
it's a Monday.
Is it a Monday? Oh yeah, you're right. It's a Monday. It's a weekday. You know what?
Yeah.
And you're one of the only people that we would ever play a weekday show with.
Hell
We
yeah.
we don't play weekday shows.
Why?
We like
Because the
trying not
turnout
to.
always sucks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
we don't really.
It's good practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
That's-
just like,
We
we
use it
got
as our
offered a
fuck-up
show,
show.
let's do it. But
Well,
we
That's
don't.
how-
Rebel, like,
'cause we
never
never
has local shows.
Exactly.
So that's
Yeah.
really
On-
tight that they're trying to
on
do
weekend.
that.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
usually do on
so-
weekdays. Like, and it's not that it's not to say that we're like too good. Like, we'll always play. Like, if we love the bands that are playing,
Yeah.
or if we're like, if it's a cool idea, if it's a cool like whatever, then we'll play a weekday show. But it's also like we always like work through the week or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's
totally.
and like I work like really early in the morning on weekdays, so like it's hard for us to play shows on weekdays. But we'll make exceptions when we can. But like the first year we played like any show ever, anyone that ever showed. I think we
Yeah.
played like 50 shows in the first year that we were together.
Wow.
Which is like, and I'm not bragging to be like, oh, we played 50 shows. It sucked.
Yeah, it's
because
really
like
exhausting.
by the end of the year, or by the end of our full like elapsement of a year,
Yeah.
we were just exhausted. We like had to like take a break
Well, the
because
thing
we were
with,
just, we
like,
were bored of the
You
fucking
can
music.
only play in and around Phoenix so much before it just feels like pointless.
Yeah. We've been playing Rebel Lounge for
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
it's,
so,
it's
like,
a great
Rebel's
venue,
a great
but,
venue,
like,
yeah.
We played our show Saturday kind of sucked because it was like 21 up. We were the only underage kids there.
Yeah, we got
We-
kicked
we
out before we
couldn't
can get
sit
paid.
What about wait?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the 0 Degrees North show?
No, that
No.
was
that
that
was
was
at Rebel the next day.
on
The
Sunday.
next day.
Yeah.
So we
Gotcha.
played 2 gigs this weekend.
Okay, got it.
And so the turnout fucking sucked.
Especially
and,
for the first act.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
okay.
came back down to get our stuff, and then it was filled for the next band.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
But we
Relax.
still played a really kick-ass set.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was.
And then
totally-
the
it was
next
super
night-
fun, too.
The next night we had it was with 0 Degrees North, Kill Your
Expiration
TVA.
date.
Yeah, and Expiration Date. And the crowd was like huge.
It was like crazy.
It
There
was
were,
one
like,
of the
60
biggest
people
crowds we've
lined up
ever played
I
outside.
wanted to go
I didn't
so
know
And we
bad.
opened-
I was so close to going. I was working.
we opened for Beach
saw Austin.
Slang
It was awesome.
and Radkey, which are like national acts,
Mhm.
and we didn't have a crowd that big.
Yeah.
So it was
To be
super
fair
Radke
though,
had, like, 6
Radke
people.
had no one
Yeah,
there, and I
Radke
felt
had, like,
really
6
bad because I was
people.
like,
Yeah.
But
I
I
like
love Radke.
national really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's right. I wanted to go to that show so bad because you guys are on it and 0 Degrees North are on it, and
Yeah.
those are another group of people who like I think are just hilarious. You
Yeah,
guys
they're
are-
really
They were
wacky.
really
but
nice.
They were
so
cool.
wacky. Like they're
Really
they're one of
nice.
those bands where like I was talking to Ava, their bass player, because they
Oh yeah,
came to see us at the Yab Yum Award show, and I was talking to her, and I was telling her how like I can't wait to see like because this isn't their I don't believe that this is their like obviously their final form.
yeah.
But they're all like so into it that I
Yeah.
can't wait to follow them and see like what's gonna happen to those
yeah,
guys.
she
You know
was
what I mean?
super funny because
They're hilarious.
she came up to us after the show on Sunday, and she gave us the cash from the venue.
Uh-huh.
And she was like kind of nervous too. She was like,
Yeah.
"Who you guys go?" Like,
She was
it's
like,
60.
sorry, it's just based on ticket sales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like $60.
It was
We're like,
$60, and
we
we
don't-
sold like $60 worth of tickets.
Yeah.
we're not necessarily looking to get paid for every show. We just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
playing and
It's just
having
fun.
people hear our music.
Uh-huh.
But like, we're fine with $20,
We'll take money.
$60.
Yeah, give
Well,
us money.
fine,
We'll
that's
take
the
it. But
Yeah, like
And that's one of the things that like I've always respected about you guys is that anytime I think almost anytime we've ever played with show with you guys where people had to pay to get in, like Sarah's always paid us.
Yeah,
Which
for
is
sure.
like I'm not so basically I only play with you guys because you always pay us.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. But like it's that kind of respect
Yeah.
and like coolness that makes people want to like keep hanging out with
Well,
you guys.
like
you
I
know what mean?
specifically remember our album release show. We made like 160, and
Uh-huh.
she like just split it 50-50
Yeah.
with you guys.
I was
And
like,
that
when
was
she
super-
handed
like-
us money, I was like, holy shit. Like, I was expecting
Yeah.
to give us like $30, and,
Yeah.
which would have been more than I would have ever expected
You
to do.
guys
Because
stuck around. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bands
Yeah.
who don't stick around, like, why are you?
That's our
doing
pet
that?
peeve.
I
That's
totally
so
understand
annoying.
that. We have been really, you know what we're really guilty of that we're like getting better about now? But like for the first year, we were so fucking bad at is we would play and then we would just hang out together outside the entire night.
Yeah.
And not see any other bands. Which
Yeah.
we're way, like now we're aware of it. But for the first year, like we just wanted to hang out with each other and just like fuck around. So we
yeah,
never like
usually
stayed
we
and watched other
cycle
bands.
around the merch, but we
Yeah.
always try to watch a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like let Michael take the merch for a little bit at the 0 Degrees North show, so I could like get in the pit.
There you
And
go.
I immediately fell on my ass.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
had
so
bruises
fun.
all over
Yeah,
my
she
knees.
caused like a 10-person pile up.
It was like that,
I
it was
watched a
hell.
bunch of people fall. I was like,
Yeah.
"Huh, that's funny."
This
Sarah's
guy
like, "Did you see
looked
that?"
at me and shoved me
Yeah.
down on the ground, and like another guy like rolled over my
It's
head.
it's
It
hard
was
for me
nuts.
too because like I don't play with earplugs,
Yeah.
which is really unfortunate because I should.
I
Listen to
But
do sometimes.
I
Austin
hate
doesn't.
playing with earplugs because whatever is coming through the monitor next to the drum set sounds like mud.
Yeah.
And so I can't play consistently with them. And so after every show, my ears are just ringing like crazy. So
Dude.
I want to be involved with the other bands that are playing and like be in the pit, but like I have to shove like paper towels
Dude.
from the venue's restrooms in my ears just so I can like
That is
Yeah.
so fucking punk rock.
I know.
Like,
Well, like on Sunday, I did that and I put them in my ears and I took them out after the show and there was like blood. I was like, "Fuck!"
oh
like,
no,
Yeah.
dude! Austin, one time we were playing and his ears started bleeding. But like,
That's metal.
That's
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
punk. That's
That's
metal.
metal.
but like the thing
Yeah.
is, like after the first show we ever played was at this tiny house in Tempe in a living room, and it was the first time ever playing with Austin at his full capacity, like live.
Yeah.
My ears, I thought I was like I was gonna like die from fatal tinnitus. Like I legit like could not hear anything for like 3
Yeah.
days. Like I was legit
I've gotten
worried.
used to it, but like
Yeah.
I need to be way better because I don't want to be deaf when I'm 20.
I'm
Yeah,
chill.
for sure.
Yeah.
You
so,
can play as loud as you want, James.
Thanks.
I'll
Yeah.
always love you.
Yeah.
I like what I like about there's two things. One, I like earplugs because it makes me be able to feel and I don't know, I can hear the drums.
Yeah.
I feel like clear with earplugs in because it takes
Yeah.
out the sustain and the ring from the
Yeah.
cymbals.
Uh-huh.
But it always makes me feel like we sound like shit.
Yeah.
For some reason, earplugs. Every time I play with earplugs, I always thought it was an awful show. And
Yeah.
people are always like, "No, man," and like my girlfriend, luckily, is like so brutally honest. She's just sometimes she'll just be like, "Yeah, that fucking sucked," like that
Yeah.
really. But like she'll
We've
be like,
had
"No, like
shows
that was
like
really
that
good,"
before.
and I was like, "It sounded like garbage." And like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll be playing halfway through the show, I'll take one of my earplugs out and play a song, and then be like, "Okay, no, we sound okay."
An interesting,
We're good.
Yeah.
an interesting tidbit of Sunland's history was that Michael wasn't allowed to play with us back in like
Oh yeah, I missed like 3 shows
March and April.
due to.
Why?
Okay, it's like I'm not gonna go
Were you
into it that
grounded
much.
from shows?
Okay, so like I got arrested
Okay.
and
Which is
my
fucking punk rock,
yeah hell punk. We were in this abandoned house. We were having a party in this abandoned house, and like the owner of the house called the cops, and like it was kind of a bad thing. I went to jail for like a night, which is like pussy shit. Like I say I went to jail for a night, but like
The police station, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Pussy.
Yeah.
My parents like had to pick me up all the way down in like Mesa because that's where they put us in a van and sent us to Mesa, and they got me and they're just like, all right, well you can't play, like you're grounded like for, because it was during spring break, like I don't know how long you're grounded for, we'll see.
Yeah.
And so I had to tell him like, yeah, I can't. Like,
Yeah, I
like,
remember. Him
and it was like
calling me.
early on in the band too, because it was spring break and we started like winter. We like our first show was January. It was like 2 months later, and then I was like, yeah, I can't really play with you guys. So until like my dad lets me, so I kind of.
That sucks. So what did you guys do?
So we got a new bass player.
Okay.
Or
Who
not
like ruined
new.
us for a little bit.
Yeah, a
little bitter
replacement, a
about it.
fill-in, because
Okay.
we knew Michael would be back eventually.
Yeah.
Who he's a good bass player, but he didn't take the time to learn any of our songs. So we played 51 West, Club Red, and then we played at the fair. All those shows were terrible.
They were all bad.
Gotcha.
Because
I
Club
like
Red
the band.
wasn't horrible.
Club Red wasn't horrible, but that's because like
But we were also
he
playing
wasn't
with, like, cover
playing.
bands.
He wasn't
So
playing
it
at
wasn't
all
a big
because he
deal.
didn't know the songs.
Yeah, he like read the sheet music I printed out for him, like on
Yeah.
stage.
So moral of the story is we need Michael.
So wait, what's Club Red like? I've never played Club Red. I've been warned against playing Club Red for like as
It
far
depends
as
what
indie
stage
band.
you're on.
It's like
Okay.
marquee, but it's in Mesa and like sketchy Mesa.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I've
So-
heard. I've heard that it's more of a rap venue.
Yeah. It's,
Well,
there's a
yeah,
lot of,
I
like,
saw Riff
yeah.
Raff there.
Yeah,
So
It's like rap and classic rock.
gotcha. Because
So-
I know like Watsky played there, and like
Yeah.
Riff Raff was there, and like a lot of rappers who I like come through there. But
like
Yeah.
They're
I
tight, but like
I feel like it's like the
Mhm.
first Wednesday of every month or something like that.
yeah, they do.
They
a local
open the
show.
stage to like local bands, and that's what we did,
gotcha.
and that was super cool. But
It
like
was
we
fun. A lot of
probably
people
never,
came,
yeah,
actually.
we probably wouldn't do that again
Mm.
because
Like it was tight. There was
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. It's just not really
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
venue for us. But
yeah,
That's cool. Yeah, we got offered this super shady show there. Like we got offered some crazy like. It was supposed to like there's gonna be like 75 bands or not 75 but like 30 bands there or something like that, right? And it was this huge thing, and then like these promoters were like calling me and sending me like tickets through the mail,
yeah.
and it was supposed to be this huge blowout. And I got this call from the guy. He's like, so how are the ticket sales going, blah blah? And I was like, well, you know, it's like we got the show at an odd time. We shouldn't have taken it
Yeah.
because there was in between like 2 headlining shows.
Yeah.
And we just like, if we're gonna like bother people to come to the shows, if we're gonna advertise,
Yeah.
we're gonna advertise for our show. We're not gonna
That's-
advertise
yeah,
as
that's-
much.
That's a problem we run
Yeah,
into. A lot.
we're not gonna advertise as much for the show that we're gonna be opening at, where
Yeah.
like you guys are getting a huge like 90% of the fucking
Yeah.
money, and we're not. So we were just gonna go for the experience or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, I haven't really sold any yet, blah, blah, blah. He's like, all right, well, just letting you know, this band and this band have sold this many tickets, and you guys are at the bottom of the list. So like, and he was like really shitty to me
I
about
feel
it.
like that sounds similar to when was this?
July, August.
And was this for Club Red?
Yes.
Yeah, we got offered the same.
It was by Grow the Scene. Was the people who were
Yeah.
putting the scene show together.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
we were like, oh, that sounds cool.
Uh huh.
And then we realized we were gonna do Alice Cooper's Proof is in the Pudding, which was a huge
Big
mistake.
Yeah.
Huge
Don't do
mistake,
it.
by the way.
Don't do it.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Don't
play
fucking
Alice
do
Cooper
that
sound.
shit.
Yeah.
yeah, they like favorites, so we aren't one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
The band
Well,
that
it's
they
not
had
even-
play like the what's it called? Where like they get everyone together and tell everyone what's what about the competition.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Proof is in the Pudding. You played that instead of the Club Red show.
Yeah, and I don't think the goal for us was to win shit. I
No,
think it was just
yeah.
to like for the exposure.
Uh huh.
But we got to like the semifinals.
Did you expose
and
yourself to everybody? How'd it
Yeah,
go?
yeah, just
We
like
got on stage and
flash
did the
it.
whole naked thing. It was practice for you, Shem.
We got
Yeah.
we got to the semifinals and I broke my pinky finger.
He broke his pinky and his toe.
Yeah, I broke my pinky finger and then the week after.
Did you run into a door or something?
Yes,
But-
that's
really.
exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened, and I couldn't walk for like a couple of days. It was bad.
That's hilarious.
It was bent and shit too. It was really
He's a pussy.
yeah.
So okay, so anyway, so that show, we were just getting fucking harassed about it.
Yeah.
Like these guys were not nice. They were really shitty. They sent us an email of how the pay scale was gonna go, and we were gonna get 10% of $10 tickets. And I was
So
like,
is that
you can
$1?
fuck off, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like really, like
that's,
so.
That's $1.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like we were so like after you sell like 20 tickets, it was a sliding scale, but the sliding scale was bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it was like 10% of every ticket up until you get to like 20, and then you'll get like a little bit more. It was like not worth it.
Yeah.
So we bailed. But like it was one of those things where I felt bad. I felt really bad because we never bail on shows ever. Like we're really hardworking. Like I said earlier, like that we don't usually play weekday shows because of turnout. That's not really true. We'll still take them. I feel bad saying that because that's not really true. We'll work hard for anything. Yeah. But we bailed, and I felt so bad about it because I was like, no, fucking, we should have made good on our commitments. We should have went through with it regardless. Like, we should have just like played at 6 o'clock and opened and left and whatever. But so then just to like make myself feel a little better, or like for curiosity, I looked up the name of the show, and I looked up the promoters. Yeah, they had like 110 likes on Facebook, which was like less than we had. Yeah, and then they had like. Fucking like they had the exact same show going on like the month before, and the RSVP was like 15. Yeah, and I was like, wow, that I'm so happy that we bailed because this was not legit.
Well, and too like sometimes we get into the mind like on Sunday we weren't supposed to open for that show, and they told us sort of last minute that we would be opening due
They didn't ask us either.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
they just changed the set list. We were like, really, oh, we like the other one. They're like, no.
We were really salty about it.
Yeah. And I was going to complain on stage, but then 0 Degrees North ended up being really nice, so I couldn't.
Yeah. To be fair, I think we kind of overreacted.
Yeah. We also lucked out. There was a bigger crowd first than there was there.
Yeah, and we ended up playing a really good show for a really big crowd. So
I went to a bunch of good
I think just having like I always like for the Valley Bar show, I always just want to have a good mindset. Even like if we're playing for 2 people or
I want to play Valley Bar so bad.
Yeah, if we're playing for like 2 people or 200 people.
Would recommend. Yeah. Like you're over 21, so you won't have a problem.
Yeah, but we don't play bars because most of our crowd's under 21. Yeah. So it's just a way better turnout for us to do on all ages. Okay, which reminds me, another thing that I want to talk to you guys about. The support that you guys have for your band is ridiculous. Like it's insanity. Like there's been times where like when you guys played the show, the headlining show that we did with Frequency Within. Like all these people came in right shortly after the doors opened, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this is gonna be awesome!" And then after you played, like half of them left, and I was like, "Oh shit, they were just here for Sunlaand," and now it's like half empty again. I was super nervous but luckily like they all came in like later on that night because we were gonna be playing last. But I was like, "Damn, like this show's gonna be rad!" And then there was like, "Oh man, they're just there for Sunlaand." But every single show I've ever played with you guys, that we've ever had the chance to play with you, there's always people there for you guys. Like, is that friends, family, people? Have you guys picked up like listeners along the way?
Well, it's generally friends, but like me and Michael like go to Trunk Space shows and stuff and get recognized. So,
nice.
It's really weird.
You're really recognizable though. You 3 are really recognizable.
Yeah, I got the resting bitch face.
I got the big nose.
I'm like 6'4".
Something about you guys is very, especially you. Like there's no other girl playing the scene
Sara
looks like
Windom.
you.
That helps us out having a girl in a punk band.
Not only a girl in a punk band,
so I'll take it.
Not only a girl in a punk rock band, but a girl in a punk band who isn't showing her entire genitals and isn't
but
like not just that.
We'll have you over to a Sunlaand practice.
But not just that, but also like a lot of the girl fronted punk bands are like they all try to adopt a look that is like tried and true in the past,
and I feel
or
like
they're like it's contrived.
They try to make it a big deal that they are a girl punk band.
They want to be like cute.
Yeah.
Like,
I have so much. I have so much shit to talk to you guys after.
And with
so
Sara,
many people to bring up after.
So I like just want to die. So
Sarah's chill. Sarah's just as suicidal as the rest of us. So she's chill.
It works out.
She's just like one of the guys that we punch.
They punch me.
I hear you. That's what I'm dealing with too. That's like every single fucking. I don't think we have a single happy song in the set. But
that's another thing about our music is like we got interviewed for this magazine. I think it's based out of Nashville, California, or some shit. Called Melted Magazine, and they were like, use one word to describe your music, and I was like, ironic, because the music itself is kind of upbeat and fun or whatever, but the lyrics are really depressing and sad, and so
that's dude again, like that's I feel you. Tom Waits, which is one of my favorite musicians ever, once said that he likes beautiful melodies telling him terrible things.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how I feel. And that's how, like, every single one of our songs is. Like,
Yeah.
they're really bright and vibrant and fun.
Just fun beach music.
But, like, they're
I'm
all
dead.
fucking sad.
Yeah.
Lyrics. So they're really dark. So, yeah, like, that's really great. Like, your guys' support is awesome. But, like, I don't know, there's something magnetic about your music and about, like, you live. Like I said, like, when we were setting up the show, I was like, there can be only one. Like, there's one band that has to play. Like, I'm not going to be able to feel comfortable playing this really pivotal night if Sunlaand isn't there. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
When
So
Sara showed us the Facebook message when you guys like contacted her, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that, but I guess I did.
She forgot about that show. I was like, yeah, I'm like, cause I'm going out of town.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be out of town 6 days.
Like the week before.
And then I come back the night of the 3rd. And so I was really nervous because I wasn't sure the exact dates. I was like, shit, like, we have to play that show.
Uh-huh.
So
might as well not even
He
go
was
out of
like,
town.
hey Sarah, when's that show with Fan Party in March? And I was like, what?
Yeah, she's like, what are you talking about?
She's like,
it's
what
in January.
show?
I was like, no, the other one. She's like, there's another one.
It was a surprise, but a good surprise.
That's awesome.
Like,
Yeah,
can't
I'm
complain.
so excited. Yeah, you guys. So, do you guys have any plans for touring or traveling or hitting other states or anything like that?
Wow.
Funny you should mention that.
In February, I think President's Day weekend, we have like 4 dates maybe in California.
Sweet.
did we ever get the
Who are you doing
information
that
for
through?
We're doing that through SoCal Indie Music.
What? Shout out to SoCal indie musicians. I
Yeah.
love Jenna and Erica and Jeanette and all the people and the drummer Oli, that entire. Because SoCal indie musicians, I'm sure most people don't know who that is. Not to say they're not awesome. Is run by Jenna Alonso, and I think Erica does it too, who are in the band Frequency Within. And they're the ones who always got us out to California. So I'm really happy that you guys, do you know where you're playing at?
We have like no
We know
information.
one's in Fullerton, and
And
we
the
know
others
one's
in Whittier.
I know the Whittier one.
Whittier.
That one's going to be cool. We
Yeah.
played there and it was rad. We didn't expect it to be, but it was. If
Yeah,
that's the same
that's
place.
all we-
If it's
Yeah,
the
they're
same
just
place.
like,
Kinda
yeah, it's
going
like 2 in
blind.
LA, 1 in Orange County. We're like,
Yeah.
cool.
I feel like
Fullerton might be a
That's
skate
it.
shop.
Hell
That's
yeah.
It
All
might be.
straight boof on that.
The
Yo,
You're going to boof at the fucking skate
Okay, yeah,
shop?
all my skater friends, all my skater friends are like asshole. Like Arizona skaters are the worst.
I don't know him, so.
He wrote a song about it.
I tried to write a
never-
song about it and it was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
But yeah, Arizona skaters are the worst and they say dumb things. They say bet still. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Just like someone's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And they're like, bet. It's like, all right, shut up.
Okay.
And we
My
say
So
cousin
it's like
too.
Valley
It's
Girls
bad.
for guys.
Yeah, I
and
skate too.
Kinda.
skateboard. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
bad.
So yeah,
So anyway.
anyway, Fullerton, yeah. When we played Fullerton, we played this place called The Program, and it's a skate shop, and they moved like the merch out onto the sides. It was one of the coolest shows we played
That's
there.
so
It was
cool.
super rad.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's where you guys would be. I don't know. I know that she's setting up a show for themselves there, so probably where it's gonna be. We played a show in Whittier at this bar which name I cannot pronounce. We still have not decided on what the name of that place is. It's like we say McCullough's. I don't know how it's actually pronounced. But we went in expecting it to be awful. The first show we played of our first tour was awful. We thought it was just going to be a blowout and it was going to be a practice, and then it ended up being one of the best shows we ever played because the crowd was awesome. It was like a Monday. Like we were just expecting it to be just a bummer, like Bummerville, but it was really cool. So yeah, California is cool. I'm really glad that you guys get to go out and play with those shows, and Jenna and all of them are like super supportive. Like once you have them on your team, like they're ride or die. Like they'll be with you forever. Like every time we post anything, like Jenna likes us from our personal page. She likes us from the SoCal Indie Musicians page, and then likes us from the band page. Like they're all like ridiculously supportive. So I'm happy that you guys got hooked up with them.
Thank you.
So yeah, we should. I don't know, man. One of these days, we should go out of town together, or something like that.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
super
let's do
fun.
it.
Take us on tour next time
Yeah.
you're going.
We're going to Colorado. We're going to Colorado
We'll
in
hit that
March.
shit up.
In March, I don't know.
That's
That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I know. We're definitely gonna be doing that too. But that's
definitely
gonna,
take advantage of the.
we're going to try to. It's exciting. Like I've never been to Colorado. None of us have been to Colorado. We were gonna go to San Francisco. We're like fucking. We've been to California so many times. Like I'm bored.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to play the same place anymore. In the exact same time. Wow. for the exact same amount of time that it takes to get up to San Francisco, you can get to Denver.
Yeah, why not?
So I was
explore
like,
different
yeah, let's go to Denver. We
scenes?
just have a vehicle.
Yeah.
We don't have a vehicle. We have dates booked. But we don't have a vehicle. So we're gonna end up renting like a minivan or something.
That's
like
super cool.
that. Because apparently, in order to rent like a van, like a big like tour van, like a 16 or 12 to 16 passenger van, you have to be 25. Which is that stupid?
That's bullshit.
Like why? Like
Why
some vehicles you can rent at like 21 or 18, and some you have to be 25. I don't
think
get
it's
it.
because of the insurance thing.
Probably.
Your insurance goes down or whatever when you're 25 or something.
Yeah,
You can, like,
it's
be
ridiculous.
enlisted in the
Michael,
army.
you should.
Right?
You
Yeah.
can't buy a
Yeah, you
van.
can. Well, that was the whole thing. As people always talk about how like you can join the army, but you can't drink.
You can vote for the president, but you can't
I can join
drive a
the-
minivan.
yeah.
You can like possibly die and kill other people for your country,
Yeah,
but you
but you
can't
can't drive
drink
a
beer.
minivan.
And you can't like rent a. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's
That should
ridiculous.
be
Yeah,
on
that's
our
nice.
shirts. We should just get
No,
a
we
picture.
shouldn't do that.
Well,
Well, yeah.
it
What do you guys
should
have?
be.
What do you, like, what's your merch situation right now?
We don't have merch.
We
have
have t-shirts,
CDs.
we're out of buttons, we have CDs.
Nice.
We have 2 buttons.
We're in the process.
We're trying.
We're
We
trying to get some
asked-
The
designs
thing
for
is,
shirts.
we're not creative at all.
No.
I can like trace things.
Well, the
so-
tie dye was cool because that was like, do you guys do that for free? Right? Just make them all yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have merch with you?
No.
We do not.
We
Well,
should
you
have
just
brought
lost
CDs
money
or
because
something.
I would have bought a bunch of merch.
We would have given you CDs.
Yeah.
No, I'd buy it from you.
Nah.
But
No,
yeah,
you
no,
wouldn't.
we didn't have merch for like a year. Like I'm so happy we have
Well,
merch.
and
We're
that's
like,
like-
we want to stock up on shirts, but we don't want to just get one design. We want like a few.
Yeah.
And we don't want
So-
shitty designs either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been like waiting it out, but we're trying to get like maybe 10 shirts, but like of 3 different versions.
There you go.
Because like then people can get what they want, you know? Because like a logo shirt is kind of boring.
Just stay away from Gildan is my advice.
No
like,
Gildan.
I don't like Gildan shirts at
That's
all.
the shirts that we have.
Yeah.
They feel like
They're
really
very
bad
stiff
towels
and horrible.
I've never liked Gildan shirts. I think Hanes are the best. I think people would buy Hanes because if I see Gildan, I usually don't buy them
Yeah.
from bands. Just because I'll never wear them. They'll
And they
rip
don't
my laundry
fit
and shit.
either. It's like
Yeah, they're weird fitting.
I
like
have to get
boxes.
like an XL because I'm so tall,
Yeah.
and they always like the arms are down here, and it's so
Dude,
Well, that's
weird.
because you're really skinny, but
Yeah,
really
I'm
tall.
really awkward looking.
You have to shop at K Momo.
But
Yeah, I'm disgusting.
So like, our first shirts that we ever made were these like black shirts with like waves in the front, and they
I remember those.
yeah. So we did those. They weren't even a brand. They were called like Budget Plus or something like that, and they straight up smelled like Chernobyl. Like they just smelled like nuclear
What does
waste.
Chernobyl smell like?
Like nuclear radiation and fallout and death and like just infinite demise.
Sounds
Like they
hot.
smell like chemicals. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
even like keep them in my car.
Yeah.
It was so gross. So like buying nice shirts is really important.
Well, and the other funny thing too is like when we make money off of gigs, it goes directly towards merch.
Oh, same, yeah.
So like
I haven't seen a single dollar of that band money.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so like
I'm pissed.
whenever we like get money, it's
Hey,
to
you
buy more merch, and then when we sell that merch, it's to buy more merch. So we never see any of that
Eventually
money.
we might see something.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
But no,
the
we're
only
not.
time I've ever used money from our merch for personal stuff, or from our band's personal stuff, is when I was on tour. The second time I went to California, I lost my wallet before we even got there.
Oh God.
At like in what's that city right when you get to California? That really shitty one that's a McDonald's there. I don't remember the name of it. It's awful.
Palm Springs.
Oh, you're sitting right on the
Palm
happy.
Springs ish. It's like right there.
Yo.
Not Blythe, but I don't remember, some awful city. And I lost my
Desert
wallet
town
in the
USA.
bathroom.
Ooh.
And I never got it back. And then so I went all tour without a wallet.
Wow.
And then we went to Corona del Mar off Newport Beach, and they have these big, huge, crazy like boulders that you can run on. They're almost like a natural pier into the
Oh,
ocean.
wow.
So you can walk on them and stuff like that and climb on them at your own risk or whatever. So we climbed up these giant boulders, and it's cool because you can hear the waves kind of crashing and echoing underneath the rocks.
That's cool.
So I went all the way out to the this little like man-made kind of like cement thing with like a little tower at the top of it. So I went and sat there, and then I wanted to do like a Leonardo DiCaprio Titanic thing where I wanted to sit at the very farthest end of this rock pier
As you do.
and
course.
and
Have
just sit
Josh
there.
rap.
Well,
His
here's the
hands
thing.
around you?
So yes, dude, yeah. So Josh and them, I was like running all the way to the end. They were back a ways, and so there was like this little like cement pier, and then there's like rocks, like 3 rocks on the other side that just go down. So I climbed down the rock pier, or down the natural pier, onto the last rock, slipped and fell into the ocean.
Ooh.
Phone without a waterproof case, which I left at home, that I bought. Like we had it. I forgot to bring it.
Did you buy it for the tour?
Yes.
Oh
And I
my
forgot to
God.
bring it. So I fell into the ocean. My hand's bleeding. I like the water's like trying to pull me underneath. I climb back up. Meanwhile, the guys have no idea this is happening because they're way back there.
Where did that go?
So I just like came up and they just see me and they're from far away. They can't tell that I'm soaking wet. And like I'm just showing them my hand. There's like blood running down my hand. And like I'm just, it looks like I'm wearing leather. Like it's just like everything's stuck to me. And then I'd lost my phone forever. And we found a seal that was beached on a rock.
Like dead? Or...
It was live, but barely. I've
Those are my
since
favorite.
found out, favorites. So I've since found out that mothers will sometimes put their seals on land because it was a baby.
They beach their own shit.
Well, so I've heard that they'll put them on land to go find food because food can be scarce and it's like dangerous for the babies to go with them. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what ended up happening. But still, it was like by itself. And me and Austin were like sitting up next to it, like trying to take pictures with it, and it was really depressing. And then Josh.
Oh
and
shit! This dying baby.
the Josh and the guy.
Sophie with this baby.
Josh and the guy we had roadieing for us pieced out. Like they're like, this is not cool. I don't like this. I'm leaving. They left. Me and Austin were like taking like pictures with it and stuff.
Oh my
and then
God.
it was depressing though, because you get close to it and it would like move towards the edge and like make this like really
It's
sad
like,
noise.
I'm dying, go away.
Yeah, eventually we did leave, and then it sucked because Austin for some reason got rid of those pictures. And my phone died.
What?
My phone was dead forever. So that whole tour, I had no phone and no wallet.
And no seal pictures.
And no seal pictures!
And now Sunlaand hates you. For
And
taking
now
pictures
Sunlaand-
of the
yeah,
dying
With
seal.
the dying seal.
But,
That would make
We were
a
gonna
good
call,
album
but-
cover. Yes, it
No.
would. Yes, it would.
Shit. Well,
Sarah the activist over here.
I know. I had a feeling that I was like, this story I'm going to tell it anyway.
I think it's
But
fun.
I don't
I'm
need to
glad
do
you
it.
did.
It's
I have these
terrible,
two
but it's-
savages here, so
yeah.
I was like, this will be
I'm
cool.
not very
We'll punch Sarah later.
Yeah. Sarah's like the anchor, and we're like
Holding you down? Is that what you mean?
no, meaning like
Everyone shit on me.
Man, isn't
No.
Sarah just awful?
I'm not trying to. I just know. I mean, what do you mean by she's your anchor?
No,
She's
Yeah, I
like,
want to
she's
see where you're
drowning
going
you?
with this, buddy.
yeah, no, just meaning like
No, like
she.
I'm normal and level.
That's
That's
what I'm
important.
saying. That's what
That's-
I'm saying. Like she's the anchor. She keeps us where we need to be, and like we'll just say some crazy shit sometimes, or do
Would like
something.
punch me.
Yeah, or just fucking punch her whenever we feel like it.
Fun surprise.
Yeah, but
All
she's
right.
always there for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are adorable.
But
on that,
also, fuck you.
on that note,
On the nice
that's definitely there is no other way to end this
Yeah.
podcast other than that.
Absolutely.
Other than we love you. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
We
There's
love
no
you,
other.
Sarah,
There's
but
no
also
better way
fuck you.
to sum up Sunland.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming all the way down here. I really mean it. I feel bad. Like I would have given you guys drinks, but I'm out of water, and I'm not gonna make you drink Tempe water. So
Michael will drink anything.
if you want some, I can hit you up. I even got some ice. But so yeah, thank you guys so much for coming down
Thank
and
you for
hanging out
having
and
us.
doing this. This is like the
Absolutely.
second one I've ever done. So we're still getting our footing.
Have us back when you're all like professional and. Like,
Oh fuck yeah, for sure. Like the first one,
When
I
you're
did with
famous.
Josh is gonna come up on Friday. Your guys' is gonna be on the Friday after that.
Nice.
And then so I record 2 a week and then release 1 each week so that I'm always ahead of schedule.
Awesome.
Yeah, totally.
But the thing with Josh's was like I know all of his shit already. Like
Yeah.
I've been my best friend for a long time. So like I was just asking him questions I already knew the answers to.
Yeah.
So it was super weird. Like and sometimes like I would ask him a question. He would say an answer that I know is for some reason like he's like forgetting a part of it.
Yeah.
So then I would be answering his
You're
own
trying to
questions for
probe
him.
it, yeah.
So like it was really weird and like this is definitely more of like
Yeah.
what I want it to be like because that was just fun and weird and we talk about. Do you guys prefer the word dick or cock?
Dick. Cock is so uncomfortable.
See, that's what I said. I
don't
said
know.
cock is too sexual.
I don't know.
Oh.
Cock, like in the context of sex.
This has got to be a
It is
reoccurring
like-
thing that I put
I don't know.
every
Like
podcast.
cock. In this,
Ask everyone.
I will.
like it's cock is more sexual. But if you're like talking to some chick and you're trying to like seducer. You don't say dick because that's
I don't know
something like
necessarily if I would
that's
seduce
not
with cock either.
Yeah, well, like
James, have you ever seduced a girl?
I've seduced many of things. I don't know if women would be part of that.
Do they have to be living?
But I don't know. Dick just sounds like something a 12-year-old would say.
Dick is just like the perfect, just all-purpose word. I feel
Cock
like.
sounds like what middle schoolers laugh at. So,
For
like,
sure.
Yeah.
shut up.
For sure, but here's the
Because they're
thing.
immature.
Here's the thing, though. If you're watching,
I
watching a
prefer
porn
the-
and you hear dick, it's like, it's funny.
Okay.
But if you're a cock, it like makes
Yeah.
sense in that parlance.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, all right,
Like,
it's porn, all that
I don't know.
stuff.
I feel like cock is more professional than talking. But
Dick is more like business
if you were to
casual.
yeah, dick is business casual, but I prefer the word schwanz when talking
Schwanz is so
talking
good.
about your member.
Schwanz.
So yeah.
Schwanz is great. Because I was talking to Josh about it, how like I was like friends with, I was like the first band I was ever in was like this pop band.
Oh.
And like not pop punk, there was no hyphen. It was just like the main. They wanted to be like Go Radio or the main or something.
You.
And yeah, I just wanted to be in a band. They were nice guys and they were cool, but I remember them being like 16 and always saying the word wiener. And I was like, you're way too old to say wiener.
No,
Why are you
wiener.
guys still saying wiener? You're
Don't
16.
say wiener.
Yeah, right. I was like,
If you're older than 6, you shouldn't say
right?
wiener.
Because you guys imagine that's like you saying wiener at your age.
Yeah.
That's like you saying dick at your age, Michael.
I feel like dick's forgivable, but wiener's not.
no, for sure.
Wiener's like if you're a kid or like a creepy guy with huppies in a van.
But
that's
like
the
I
only time you can
said,
say
like
that.
I said, if you want to seduce someone, definitely use cock. It's more professional.
Use a wiener.
Yeah, use
Use
wiener.
wiener.
Or schwanz.
Yeah, or
schwanz
schwanz.
is great.
Yeah.
I like, schwanz is good. I like that for sure. Okay, all right, that's
All right.
it. Thank you, Sunland.
All right, bye.